I don't tell this story twice because every time I speak, I smell it again. The scent of damp 50-year-old newspapers. 2 years ago, I was driving a night shift taxi in Hong Kong. It was 3 a.m. on Nathan Road, a place that isn't just quiet at that hour, it's waiting for you. The tenement buildings were blacked out, and the streetlights were a sickly yellow, flickering as I approached Yau Ma Tei and saw a man standing perfectly still on the curb as if he knew my exact route. He wore a thick out-of-season wool suit and a heavy scarf in the middle of a humid July. Against my gut instinct, I pulled over. He climbed into the back left seat, and as the door clicked shut, that smell flooded the cab, a suffocating stench of earth and decay like a basement that hadn't been opened in decades. I asked where he was going, but he didn't speak. He just slowly raised a hand to point forward. I checked the rearview mirror and could see his suit and his scarf, but his face was a blurred grey smudge that no amount of focus could sharpen. The car moved on its own as we glided past the streetlights of Jordan, and then his voice broke the silence, sounding like dry bone grinding against sandpaper, telling me not to stop. I tried to argue that my shift was over, but he just pointed again with a hand so pale it looked chemically bleached, his long fingernails caked with black soil. My heart hammered as I tried to slam the brakes, but my leg wouldn't move. It felt possessed, pinning the accelerator down instead. Suddenly, Nathan Road was no longer empty. The sidewalks were lined with people in vintage clothes, holding old briefcases and pushing wooden carts, all facing the road in perfect silence. When I looked closer, I realized every single one of them had no face. I screamed, demanding to know what he wanted, and that's when he leaned forward, bringing a chill to the back of my neck that wasn't cold air. It was the sensation of death. He whispered in my ear, asking if I remembered 3 years ago on this exact stretch of road when I hit something in the rain and didn't stop. The memory shattered my mind. The thud, the rain, the way I convinced myself it was just a dog and sped away without ever looking back. I looked in the mirror one last time and saw his suit beginning to leak black muddy water that filled the cabin with that newspaper stench. He slowly unwound his scarf, and I couldn't look away as it fell to reveal he had no neck. His head was held onto his shoulders by thick, rusted wires, swaying slightly as his eyes finally locked onto mine through the glass. I screamed and stomped the floor until the world ended in a sickening crunch against a lamppost. When I woke up to the smell of gunpowder and blood, the police were tapping on my window. I pointed to the back, shaking, telling them he was still there, but they just looked at the empty seat and told me I was alone. They were wrong. I looked down and saw a dark, wet stain on my shoulder, smelling of rot and black mud, a stain that no amount of washing has ever been able to remove. I don't drive at night anymore, but sometimes I take a taxi as a passenger and I see the driver refusing to look in the rearview mirror. I don't blame him because I know exactly what he's afraid to see. Take a deep breath right now. Do you smell it? That faint scent of old, wet paper? And that chill you feel on your neck? Are you sure it's just the air conditioning? Or is someone sitting behind you, waiting for you to remember?
The story has ended, but they have noticed you now. You are already deep within the hollows to ensure you find your way back, or perhaps to ensure you never leave. You must mark your presence. Like the shadow you saw, share the whispers you heard, and if you are truly brave, subscribe to Midnight Hollows, because some things only exist in the dark. See you next midnight.